Hey guys, it's Liz here with my first ever video to show you how I did my nail tips with tea bags. This was my first time trying this out. I actually broke 2 of my nails and didn't want to cut all of my nails down to the same size, so I decided to try this out because I don't like regular nail tips. So to begin, I always wipe my hands down with alcohol. This gets all the natural oils and dirt off your hands so you don't get any contamination from that while you're working. Then I used a dehydrator on my nail bed just to make sure that all of those natural oils were all off of that nail, to make sure that I don't get any lifting on that nail. And then I'm fitting just a piece of this tea bag to my nail just to make sure that I have a smaller piece that's easier to work with. You can cut it a little bit bigger than your nail to make sure that you have enough. I got it really close, so it was almost too small for me, but you can always cut it down later, so you might err on the safe side and just do a bigger piece. I'm using the iGel Beauty base. I haven't been working with this base for too long, but it seemed to be very slow drying, so it gave me plenty of time to work with it, almost too much time because it took kind of forever and kept moving around on me while I was working. But I mean, I got plenty of time to work with it and really fit it to that nail, that natural curve of my nail, so I really appreciated that slow drying base. So you just want to make sure that you have something that's a little bit more slow drying so you have some time to work with it. I used my tweezers to kind of push down on both sides while I waited for it to dry. Again, trying to really get that natural curve. That's what I like about the tea bag, is you could fit it to the natural curve of your nail. So while I'm working on the curve of my nail, waiting for that to dry with the tweezers, I just wanted to mention the background. If y'all enjoy the background, that is a gift bag from my local Dollar Tree. So just a little cost saving tip for you. If you want a cute background or backdrop for your pictures or videos, check out your local Dollar Tree, see what they've got. They've got so many different things that you can use as a background for your pictures. So now what I'm going to do is just cut down to the shape that I want of my nail, just so I don't have quite as much filing to do at the end, trimming it to the shape, more of the shape that I want for my nail. I did want to also add that these little scissors were a Dollar Tree find. I love the Dollar Tree. I'm so frugal. I'm such a frugal shopper that you can just find a lot of cool things at the Dollar Tree. So check out your local Dollar Tree. You never know what you're going to find there. So here I'm just adding some base just to see if I could get it to dry in the shape that I wanted. Give it a little bit more strength before I dipped it in the clear. But after waiting for a lot, I just kind of got impatient because it wasn't drying very fast at all. So I went ahead and pulled out my clear and went ahead and started dipping it. I use my Kiara Sky clear when I want a really clear. It is a really nice clear dip. So if you're looking for a really good clear dip, I would recommend Kiara Sky. I haven't used too many clears, but this one has been my favorite so far. So I did 2 dips with my Kiara Sky and then tried to wait as patiently as I could for that to dry. If you notice, I have a little paper towel right there. These are just the tri-fold paper towels. You can get them at Home Depot. That's what I use. I don't have any lint-free, those little lint-free cloths, so that's what I use as my lint-free cloth. But I always try to make sure that I wipe my brush in between putting it back into the container, just to make sure that there's no contamination. I'm very scared of contaminating my liquids because I've had bad experiences in the past with that. So I try to make sure that I wipe my brushes before I put them back in the bottles. I haven't had any problems with Virgo and Gem though. They have been incredible liquids. They're my favorite so far. I've tried a lot of different liquids and they've been my favorite by far. I did put a little bit of activator underneath as well, since the tea bag is permeable. I figured I would try to make sure that it got completely activated all the way around, and so it would be as hard as possible. And then I just used my finger to try and again get that curve of my nail to make it look as natural as possible. So here we are, filing and shaping, last step of this process. My filing and shaping may not be the best because I am still learning, but this is how I file and shape my nails. If you have any tips or tricks, please leave it in the comments so I can get better at filing and shaping my nails. This is a 180 grit. I don't really like these nail files all that much, but they work, especially for a nail enhancement. I know filing, it doesn't really matter which direction that you file, it's not going to hurt your nail. What does hurt your nail is the grit of the file. But since this is a nail enhancement, I felt comfortable using a lower grit file, but if it was my natural nail, I definitely would use 240 or higher so that I would not damage my natural nails. So that's another tip for you. Hope you enjoy it, and I will let you continue to watch me file and shape my nail. That's pretty much it, and that curve really bothered me, but you could see after I dipped the nail it really didn't matter. So this is a before picture, just so you could see what it looked like before and after. That Kiara Sky is super clear. The only thing that's really keeping it from being clear is that tea bag. And you cannot even tell after I dipped that it is not my natural nail. It looks just like my other nails. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.